Hey guys, welcome back to Tammy's Kitchen. It's the Christmas season and I hope you guys are all doing okay. Since it's a festive season, I'm going to show you guys how to decorate a Christmas cake for this holiday. So let's start. The ingredients needed for this decoration will be icing sugar, which I had already prepared. Here I had used 750 grams of margarine together with 1,500 grams of icing sugar with 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Here I have two cakes, a chocolate cake and a vanilla cake, but you can use any type of cake that you'd like. And here I just have the tools that I'll be needing and our decorations, and I'll just be showing you that as we go on. First, you're going to start by setting aside everything that you're going to need just to create a large baking surface. But make sure they're still up close, just so that they'll be reachable. We're going to start by first cutting up our cake. Since you don't need this top part, it will make the cake uneven. We're just going to cut off the top part. We're also going to even out the vanilla cake just a little bit, since it hadn't risen that much as the chocolate cake. Once you've cut the top parts, now we are going to cut our cakes in half so that you can get that effect of chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. Once you start layering the cake, you're just going to hold it down. You're going to estimate the middle of the cake, and you're going to cut it through. You're going to take out the top part, place it like that. And just like that, our cakes are ready to be decorated. We're just going to set that aside. You're just going to clear up the surface a little bit. You're going to bring in your cake roller, which will make our work easier when it comes to layering the cake and decorating it together with your cake board. Next, you're going to bring in your icing sugar, and you're just going to add just a little bit onto the cake board just to prevent the cake from moving around while you're decorating it. And you're going to first add the first layer. You're just going to dust off the excess cake crumbs and you're going to add it onto your cake board. Make sure it's at the center just to make it even. Taking your spatula, you're just going to add the icing sugar on top, evenly spreading it out onto the cake. You can add as much or as little icing as you like, but just to get that thicker cake effect, you're just going to add just enough. Make sure it's evenly spread out onto the cake. Now we are going to repeat this process with the rest of our layers. Once you've added the last layer on top, you're going to take a straw and you're just going to add it into the cake. Make sure it's at the center. You're going to cut it off. You're going to push it in. The reason we're adding this straw is to just stabilize the cake when you're transporting it, just to make sure that it's well safe and it won't be moving around. Once that's done, You're going to add more icing onto the cake. Now we're going to do the crumb coating, which is the first layer onto the cake, just to cover the layers. Once you've added icing all over the cake, now we're going to take our cake smoother just to smoothen out our cake. You're just going to place it at one corner. You're just going to keep moving as you smoothen it out. Once you've smoothened out your cake, now we are going to start decorating the top. You're going to set the cake aside at first, and now you're going to bring in the icing sugar that had remained and an extra bowl. Make sure you have enough space. And now you're going to add in some icing sugar, some icing onto an extra bowl. Once you've added in your extra icing sugar, you're going to bring in the food coloring. We're going to decorate our cake with green this time. We're going to use a green gel just because it's easier to mix in with the icing. Going to mix that in. Once your icing is finally ready and you've gotten that perfect shade of green that you'd like, now we're going to take our piping bags. I'll prefer using the big ones just because they're easier to use. We're just going to open it. Make sure you add in the icing into the piping bag, making sure that you don't add in any air inside so that our piping process will be easier. Once you've added in all the icing, we're just going to close the piping bag. You're going to push down all the icing to the bottom. When pushing out the excess air, you're just going to cut a small. Once that is done, you're going to set it aside. And now you're going to bring in the two piping bags. And you're going to add in the star-shaped tips to the bottom. This is a large one. We're just going to place it there. We're going to cut the tip till it fits in there. Now the second one. The reason that we're doing this is just to ensure that you can use both tips while just using one icing bag. You're going to place this aside. You're going to bring back the cake. Make sure it's movable. You're going to take your frosting, and now you're going to start decorating the cake. You can do any design that you'd like, but for me today I'm just going to do something simple. Once you've decorated the top, now you're going to switch the tip. Now you're going to place it onto the bigger tip. And now we are going to decorate the bottom of the cake. Once you're done decorating the bottom, now it's time to add the finishing touches, which is our last decorations. You can add more decorations if you'd like. This is your cake for your Christmas, so you can add as many as you'd like. Once you've added the sprinkles, our cake is finally done to enjoy with family and friends. Just to finish it off, we're going to add our Merry Christmas topper just on top. Just like that, your simple Christmas cake decoration is finally ready. Thank you all for tuning into today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to try it out and decorate something for your family and friends this festive holiday. I hope to see you guys next time right here on KBC Channel 1 for more recipes. Bye!